Hoka, hey, Alita Army. Welcome to the Alita Livestream of August the 2nd, 2024. Mars Chronicles, Volume 8, Dasein Undercover, which in English means being there or to be there undercover, I guess. Anyway, that's another story where we discuss all things to do with the movie Alita Battle Angel, the source manga Gundam, and the greatly desired sequels. I am your host, the Muskogee Creek, and with me from Deutschland is Smendrick19. How's it going, Smendrick?
Hello all together. Hope you are fine too.
You betcha. And from Fountain, Colorado, we have Lee. How's it going, Lee?
Hey, pretty good.
You don't go by Lee Lemon too much anymore, do you? It's just Lee now, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay. So how are things, guys? How are things over in Deutschland there, Smendrick? It's hot, I bet.
Yeah, it's hot and it's very rainy in some regions. Really heavy rain, so we have to be careful not to get floods again.
Yeah. What about you, Lee? I know it's hot up here in Littleton. How are things down there in Fountain?
It's pretty warm, but not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's about, what is the temp out there? Look at my phone. 96 degrees, which is about, what is that in Fahrenheit? I mean, in Celsius, about 30-ish, I guess, something like that.
Somewhere around there, I think.
Yes, yeah. Somewhere in that area. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Angelus. I'm not sure Angelus is going to make it today because he's got a weird schedule and I can't keep up with him. So, but anyway, if he does make it, then we'll pause everything and let him say hi, and then we'll continue from there. And we see Vladi is out there. How's it going, Vladi? All righty. Well, just a few things before we get into the manga is that we've still got the Queen Studios bust of Alita 4, Rosa. That thing's sitting in my house right now. And I know I tagged, I've tagged the Pasadena Playhouse with a tweet telling them I had it and wanted to give it to her. I also sent them an email saying the same thing, and I wrote a letter and said it and put it on what looks like real official Alita Army letterhead with an envelope that had the little Alita Army logo on it, and so make it look professional, so maybe they'd catch their eye, or something like that. But anyway, that's okay, Vladi. He's postponing his game stream after Radio Chaos, so cool. Yeah. Well, I know last time he got on there, Swindrick and I got on there with him. We were going to play the game, but we started watching the Olympics, I guess. Or so that's happened.
Let's see what happened tomorrow when we tried to watch the game, and then it ended in another watch party.
Yeah.
Maybe whatever happened in the world.
And all I can say is, how about that Simone Biles, man? That she is awesome as a gymnast, isn't she? I mean, geez, that's unbelievable. So, we got Evernaut out there.
Oh,
cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, we got the German contingent here today, don't we, Smendrick?
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, we want to give this to Rosa, and we're not giving it to her as a gift. This is what we consider an award. We want to present this to her as kind of an expression of our appreciation, admiration, and affection, because we love Rosa, and she did a great job on Alita, and she always does a great job when she does whatever part she has. She is just a number one actor, that's for sure. And we just want her to know that we appreciate her a whole bunch, and we just dying to give this to her, So anyway, hopefully she'll get the word eventually, so we can give her this. And I guess I don't know how many signatures we've added over the past couple of weeks, I think it's like a dozen, but I'm not sure about that because when I changed the count, it was 178, 215, but that was a couple of weeks ago. It might have been 3 weeks ago. So I'm not sure how many we added last week. But that said, if you have not signed the petition, please do so. All you got to do is click on the link that you see there on the screen. Actually, that link is down in the description below the screen. And click on that. You just enter your name and your email address, and that doesn't cost a penny. You don't have to donate the money. You just put your name in the list, and by clicking on the first name, last name, and email, put that stuff in there. And we got one more that to help us remind Disney that we aren't going anywhere. So because we're the Alita Army, and we're going to keep doing what we're doing until we get those sequels. So that's kind of the way that's going to work. So if they have any misgivings that, if we just drag it out, they'll all give up. No, that's not going to happen. It's been going 5 years now, and we still are going. So, I don't care if Creaky turns 130 and we haven't got a sequel yet, which I think we will by then, obviously. But we're going to keep doing what we're doing. What is this, Vladi? Oh, that is one thing. Well, let me just go to this right here first, then we'll talk about it because it's more appropriate here. Here's the Alita Gaming Network. It's on Discord. So basically, we're having fun. We added a couple of new members this past week. One was Alex Lita, and I can't remember the other one, Kareem or something like that. I'm not sure, Spendrick, if that was who it was. But anyway. So we got nearly 30 on there now. So and it's kind of small and intimate right now, but hopefully we'll grow this channel to where it's got a lot of folks on it. And when we do that, we're going to add more servers, or rather more channels, on the Alita Gaming Network server. The one thing I did want to bring up here as it relates to this is I asked this question on the in the Alita Gaming Network, was that, why don't we set up another text channel, basically, is what it would be, or it could be a voice channel for that matter. We'll see how that works. I'll have to get Matu to kind of give me some guidance on that. I know how to create a new channel or sub channel or whatever. I know how to do that, but which would be the best, But what we want is a kind of one of these channels, or say maybe a server, not a server, but just kind of a point of presence there under one of those servers to do watch parties. Because as you know, when we do watch parties, and this doesn't have to be just Alita movies or the anime, it could be other other
sport events and whatever.
Yeah. So what do we got here?
Sorry, it's for Afronaut. Because I use different avatars or different account names.
Yeah.
So some people do not know where friendship request comes from.
Yeah. Well, basically, Avronaut, if you were asking, what is this? Was that his name? I guess on the is that the Kareem guy or whatever? I'm not sure. Avronauts maybe have a different name. Anyway, I think
no. He used the same. Let's see. Wait a second. I have to. That doesn't work at the moment. Why can I? I have to leave full screen. Okay. So let's see. No.
What are you trying to do there?
Share your screen. Checking out where Afronaut is, but I think he used the same name.
All right. Well, Avernaut, I will send you a
Yeah.
list, because
He used.
sometimes this thing doesn't work that you see up there is what I've been told. But anyway, if you don't, when we get off the stream here, if I don't see your name in there, then we will. Then I'll send you an invite to the gaming network.
Yeah, everything is nice. He is already on the server.
Cool.
On our server. I love that.
But anyway, what we want to do is, what I want to do is create a watch party kind of a channel looking thing, so we can, watch watch movies without having to, queue it up and do stuff like this, like you do, because they're I guess their their controls or whatever you want to call it on that kind of thing is not as strict as it is on YouTube. YouTube, if you put copyright information on YouTube without permission, then they can yeet you in a heartbeat, so anyway, I think if we do the watch party channel, then probably put it in the text channel, or we might even put it in the voice channel so people can talk,
Yeah.
The movie, but we'll see how. Yeah.
We don't have to see the movie on Discord. Yeah. But
but you will see it though, because you can share your screen. You can play like a video.
Yeah, no need to.
Yeah.
If you have the time code,
yeah,
where everyone is, we all have our copies of this movie, and then we can, have party time.
Yes, indeed. And Kabaj is out there. So
Kabaj, nice.
I think if anybody wants to come on, I see Angelus is out there too. I bet you're working, Angelus. So that's probably why he's not here. So anyway, there's Angelus.
Come into the stream.
Yeah. So anyway, if you can, that's all right. And then of course, it looks like Kabaj wants to come on Radio Chaos tomorrow. That's pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I hope I don't get locked out of X again, or else I won't be able to send you a damn link. So anyway, be on the lookout for that if you're on the Alita Gaming channel, and if you're not, you can certainly join it. Angelus is not feeling good. I guess that's why he's not here. So, what is it with these young people that are getting sick? I don't know.
Get well soon.
I can't remember the last time I got sick. I can't remember it. Anyway, it is what it is. But
it's nice if you don't get sick every few months.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to add that channel. It'll either be up in text channels or it'll be in voice channels. And my inclination is voice channels, and where we would tell everybody, mute your mic. And if you want to say something while the movie's playing, you can unmute or something like that. We might do something like that, but I'm going to work with Matu on that, because she's helping me out with the administration of this. Any thoughts? Okay.
No.
And of course, I don't know why this is in here. God, it's
congratulations.
Yeah, well, I think I forgot to take that out. Well, I forgot to take that out.
No, that's okay.
I'll probably have 162,000 tomorrow, so we'll see. But anyway, we're getting there. A lot of people are getting to see Alita content. That's the way I look at it, because I'm not making money on this. I'm just not.
This is really great. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Spread the love and spread.
You betcha. Okay, guys. Well, I guess we can go right into the manga reading, I guess. And we're in volume 8, and Dasein Undercover. Dasein means being here or something. Yeah,
existence.
Yeah, existence.
It means existence. And
existing undercover or something like it. Yeah.
Living
Okay.
undercover is the best way to...
Yeah, living undercover. Yeah, that would be better. Yeah.
Yeah, but Kishiro loves German words.
Yeah, he does.
Lots of Japanese people love German words. You found it all in all areas. I visited Tokyo 11 years ago, and wherever you go, just a few words. They love the intonation and they love the pronunciation of German words. That's the only reason. It has nothing to do with with touristic highlights or something like that. No, just for the wording, for the pronunciation.
Yep. All right. Well, let's get into this, I guess. So we can go ahead and get started. And
today you
cover for the story. I'm sorry.
Today you need to do it a little bit to zoom in more.
Well, we're going to discuss it after we read it too.
Yeah.
We're not just going to jump off after that. So,
okay.
So anyway, existing undercover, and basically what this chapter is Alita. If you remember from last time, Alita, or Yoko, I guess. Well, she is Alita here because this is after the Zot, basically. But and this is not the Imaginos body either. This is a different body. But because if this was the Imaginos body, Erica wouldn't stand much of a chance, But this is a different body, and I'm not sure if it's a berserker body or not. It might be. I don't know, which body.
Part of a berserker. It looks like.
And you can see that gun on her shoulder. That's a sentient gun named Danko. So that's a living thing right there, which is kind of cool, So, but if you remember from the last time our manga reading, Alita was at that monument for the people that had died in, oh gosh, I can't remember the name of the city now. Mamiana. Yeah, that's what it is. And, she was there paying her respects and stuff like that. And that included all the little girls that her and Erica had met, there was like a bunch of them. They were all playing in that little house, I guess they were hiding in or whatever it was, and all the little girls got killed with the exception of Erica and Alita. Of course, now Erica and Alita are adults, so they're not, but still Alita, she's still, kind of want to just pay her respects, I guess is what it was. So anyway, that's the way that works there. And I guess this looks like some kind of a vehicle, and Erica looks like you could see there in the center, just to the left of the center. Erica's already started fighting Alita, and Alita wants to talk to her. She doesn't want to fight, so she's kind of holding back, I guess. But Erica wants to fight, so and Alita says, hear me out, Erica. Now remember these two in the Mars Chronicles in the earlier versions of this, that they were, almost like sisters, although they're not really sisters, but they were kind of like that, sort of, and they took care of each other when they were little and stuff like that. But then they, and we're going to get to this eventually as we continue to read through the Mars Chronicles, but they got separated. And I guess one thing led to another. And then I guess, Erica and Alita became somewhat enemies, I guess, after that. So anyway, Alita trying to talk to Erica, and Erica said, the time for chatting is over. If you want to talk, you'll have to immobilize me first. So she's only there to fight. And if you remember from the last time, she actually had that monument erected so Alita would be there so she could, find her, because I guess Erica couldn't find her, I guess, in the military or whatever she was, in that point, because she had gone to Venus and had fought in the Zot and stuff like that, So, but anyways, you can see Erica just wants to fight her. She doesn't want, she doesn't want, she's not in about this sisterhood thing anymore. She's done with that. Her and Alita are enemies in her mind. Now, I don't think Alita thinks that, but you're going to think this. You're going to see why that is here in just a few panels. So anyway, Erica starts punching her and Alita's blocking her. And of course, Alita uses one of her Panzerkunst, I guess, techniques called the plasma bite. And I guess what she's going to do is grab her left arm and then kind of emit that plasma and see if she can, immobilize Erica with that, But, and of course, that's, they're already into it at this point. So, Erica looks at her and said, "Come on now, seizing the enemy's arm is a fool's game. Didn't you learn that ages ago?" So in other words, Alita, I guess, probably didn't think of Erica as being a very adept fighter, I guess it is. So she's grabbed her arms like that. And then, of course, Erica kind of whirls around, I guess, like similar to what Alita did in the movie when she, kind of punches a pan, in the nose, with a palm strike. So she kind of is like slinging Alita around like that because Alita's got a hold of her arm. And of course, Alita lets go, and she thinks, she being Erica undid my plasma bite. And of course, Erica says, "Very poor indeed." In other words, she didn't think much of her technique there, And you can see that Erica is kind of, she's kind of, well, I tell you, at this point, Erica is just pure evil, I think. She's just, and we're going to see why that is too here in a few panels as well. So, and of course they keep fighting, and then Alita's trying to punch Erica, although I don't get the sense that Alita's really trying all out. I think she just wants to kind of somewhat subdue her so she can talk to her, So, whereas Erica's going all out, trying to, trying to kill Alita, I guess, Alita's not doing that. She's just trying to, get her to almost like, sit still so I can tell you something or something like this, And there you are, they're seeing, and Alita tried to punch her, and Erica just kind of jumped out of the way. And then we switch to a new scene where you see that gun troll ship right there. Anyway, at this point, they're talking about the leader, I guess, of the rebellion or the revolution or whatever it is on Mars. And, I guess, I can't remember the name of that nurse. She's talking to Karula, though. Do you remember the name of the nurse, Lee? I can't remember her name down that bottom panel down there. Anyway, they said they've discovered the body of the leader, Captain Kurwitzer, meaning the Neo Third Reich Brigade is utterly destroyed. Now that's kind of a setup here, and just kind of hold this thought because you're going to see this again. And you see they're showing a picture of this guy, Klaus Kurwitzer. What you're holding is the autopsy report from the Deimos company. Now, Deimos is actually one of the moons of Mars, but I guess this company kind of adopted the name of one of the Martian moons, which recovered the body. Excuse me, it has not been made public. So in other words, this report has not been had been released to the public yet, so it could be that they don't know, who know that this individual is dead yet. And of course, then she's looking at this report, and finally she says, "What is this?" And I guess, Karula. That's who that is up at the top. And she's a vampire. She's about, I think at this point in time, she's probably 700 years old, I believe. Now, you guys in the chat, I can't see the chat or else I would, probably display it if anybody knew. Let me just jump back over there just in case somebody. Yeah, Kerwitzer. Yeah, okay. Badman. Cute. Okay, yeah, okay. Badman says that is the captain of the gun troll. Q Sang. Okay, Kerwitzer is the leader of the Neo Third Reich Brigade. Karula is about 750 years old. Yeah, that's. I knew she was at least 700 years old. So see, she's biologically immortal. She's a vampire, and she's kind of like Creek. Although I'm not a vampire, that's for sure. But anyway, she says that this guy was the man was a necro soldier. And a necro soldier, and then of course she's still talking to the nurse who I can't remember her name. A necro soldier, so he was always just a corpse under someone else's control. In other words, these necro soldiers they're actually dead, but their technology has them that they can, to a point, revive these people, and they can put controls on them and stuff like that. And I can't remember exactly how all they did that. But anyway, the nurse says, I heard the stories, but I never thought anyone actually did that stuff. So in other words, this is kind of like to these people like urban legend. They don't, that to them, it's just something that you kind of hear about. They might even think it's, some kind of conspiracy theory or something like that, So anyway, they kind of give you a little bit of a, I guess, introduction on how they create these necro soldiers. So basically I guess the nurse is telling Karula they perform chemical treatment on the brain using it as a kind of electrical conduit. The deceased personality, memories, and skills are all intact, but they are controlled entirely via remote command. So they're kind of like a robot, sort of, except they're organic, This kind of technology has been studied since ancient times. Apparently, they have nearly perfected it on Mars 200 years ago. So, and keep that also in mind, 200 years ago. So, in other words, this I guess neo-Nazi brigade thing, or not neo-Nazi, I guess it was neo-Nazi, I guess, hasn't been around for 200 years. This Neo Third Reich thing. And now they're so good at disguising it, not even X-rays can detect a necro soldier. So evidently, I guess they didn't kill all the necro soldiers. There's probably some around. And keep that in mind because, they've figured out a way to evade detection, by either X-rays or some other means that they would be able to identify them. And of course, Karula's over there says Demos, being the company, not the moon. Demos did the autopsy, then hushed it up. The sign paid them off. So, and the Neo Third Reich Brigade and all an illusion and fictional terrorist group. And then, of course, they continue to discuss this. Most likely, it was just a cover story for the Einherjar, I guess. And I hope I'm butchering that pronunciation there, I guess. Smendrick, can you kind of help me out there? That's it's kind of like Valkyries almost, isn't it? The Einherjar.
Bring me with your mouse pointer to the word.
See this right here? Let me, right here. Einherjar.
No, this is not a German.
It's not a German word. It might be like a Norwegian or Scandinavian word or something like that. Because I do think it is something to do with, it's kind of like Valkyries from what I understand, but they're not Valkyries, obviously. And she says, I see. So in other words, you know, Karula's telling her this stuff, and then the nurse says, I see. So you suspect that Dasein was behind all of this. And Karula says, yes, however, I have no evidence yet. So in other words, she's speculating here. Then the nurse says, if that's true, then this is much more than just our problem. The Einherjar and the Panzer Künstler named Frau X, what's her connection to Alita? You know, so I guess, you know, this Karula and this, I guess this nurse or whoever this person is, they're looking for Alita for sure, you know. So anyway, Karula says it's unclear as of yet. Perhaps Alita's appearance is another part of Dasein's plan. My intuition tells me that Dasein is somewhere here on Mars. And of course, now keep in mind that this is probably not too far in the future, because at this point, I guess when the Einherjar is actually when they were founded, you can see the dome on Mars is completely covering it. So you know, it's probably at least 100 years in the future when it started. Possibly more, but I know it's 200 years after all of this happened. Now we switch back to Alita and Erica fighting. And Alita is certainly thinking this. My electromagnetically accelerated punch is faster than Erica's spinning kick. But Erica kind of evades it, you know, and kind of hits Alita from behind. And punches her, you know, and of course, well, it doesn't punch her, but Alita tries to hit her, and Erica kind of gets out of the way of it. So maybe her punch is faster than what Erica moves, but Erica evaded it successfully here. And then, of course, after that, I guess the fight continues, and Erica punches Alita and sends her straight down to the surface because they're up in the air at this point. And Alita lands, you know, with a kind of a thud, you know, or kind of a kaboom, I guess it would be. And she's laying at the bottom of this crater, you know, and it looks like, you know, she's unconscious for sure, probably, but after being hit by Erica. And, you know, Erica's still up in the air. So eventually Alita gets up. You know, so in other words, Alita's pretty tough. You know, I mean, she just got up because, I mean, I don't know how high they were up in the Martian atmosphere, but, you know, she landed pretty, you know, with a lot of force, but she still got up, you know, so she's pretty tough herself. And I guess Danko tells Alita, he says, that was quite a counter you just took. Thought you were going to get torn to pieces. And then Alita, of course, says, feel free to run off and save your hide, Danko. So in other words, she's, you know, kind of, you know, just kind of dissing Danko a little bit. And then Danko says, hell no. Even a gun has pride, you know. So, so anyway, he does have sentience, you know. Now, I think he's AI. So he's intelligent for sure, you know, or at least self-aware, you know. So at this point, technology, I guess AI is pretty much more advanced than what we have today, you know. So this gun is actually kind of like a small computer system, I guess is what it is, but it is sentient and it is artificial intelligence. So anyway, Danko says there was an explosion before the EM uppercut. What was that? And Alita says probably Kurzbomb Kunst, which is kind of like a bomb art, I guess, that the Künstlers all used. And she says, I bet she equipped herself with some microscopic bombs while we were sparring, you know. So see, Alita thinks that this is sparring. She doesn't see this as fighting. So Alita's kind of holding back, I think. You know, she's not fighting to the point where she's trying to kill Erica. Erica's trying to kill her, you know, but Alita says, wait, we're just sparring, you know. And Alita says, it's very hard to block something like that in close combat. And then, of course, this guy here that she's kind of got a mental image of with it, I can't pronounce that, TZYK, Tizik, I guess. He made a show of the technique by activating it with a snap of his fingers, but Erica detonated them with undetectable ultrasonic waves. There's no way to read the timing or stop it from happening. So Erica is quite proficient in Panzerkunst, and as a matter of fact, that what Alita's talking about there is what the Künstlers all call bomb art, is what it is. So anyway, Erica's standing on top of this beam of some kind, laughing, you know, and she said, "Perhaps I put too much faith in you, Yoko." You know, so Erica's still thinking of her as Yoko. And Danko kind of whirls around, you know, behind Erica, and he shoots a bunch of projectiles at Erica as she's still standing on top of that beam. And of course, Erica just easily gets out of the way of it. And she has this kind of a condescending smirk on her face, as you can see there, you know. So, and it didn't even come close to hitting her, you know. So anyway, they all kind of fall to the ground, and they, you know, did some booms and bangs and stuff like that. And some of them actually collided with each other because they were all trying to shoot the one target, so they would collide, I guess. But Erica is just too nimble. She's too fast, and you know, it's impossible to shoot her with these projectiles, I guess, that Danko has. And then while this is happening, you know, while Erica's kind of jumping around trying to evade this, Alita jumps straight at her like that. And Alita's fast, if you remember. Now you see, look at that position Alita's in. She's not trying to hit her. She wants to grab her, it looks like, you know, maybe to try to talk to her. But of course, Erica's so fast that she puts a quick kick to her face, you know, and kind of knocks her, you know, back to the ground, I guess. And I guess Erica said, "This is unbelievable. You've always had a tendency to leap before you look." Now, we kind of saw that in the movie, right? When she was in the Kansas bar, she jumped down that hole to go after Gruishka. And, you know, of course, Erica's kind of sitting on top of Alita right here, and she got a hold of Danko, you know, got her pinned to the ground like that, got her arm in some kind of arm lock of some sort. And but have you forgotten Panzerkunst too, or have you battled too many muscle-headed karateka, which is just really people that know karate? And of course, Angelus would know what karateka is because he's in karate himself, and caught their stupidity. In other words, Erica thinks, okay, you've been fighting people that are, you know, just easy to beat, you know, easy to beat up, easy to get, you know, to defeat. And you know, you really are not, you know, you really didn't show very proficient technique there, I guess is what she's thinking. And of course, Alita there is under Erica, who's got her pinned to the ground. And Alita says, "Let me go," like that, you know. And Alita says, "Erica, you're so powerful, you know, and she says, "It's hard to believe you're dead." Now, you remember that? Now, you remember I told you to think, you know, kind of keep that in mind about the Necro soldiers. This is about to come to fruition right here. So it's hard to believe you're dead. And of course, Erica says, "Huh? What's that supposed to mean?" And she says, "Yoko, if I were serious about this fight, you'd be dead 10 times over." So evidently, maybe Erica was not going all out either, you know. But Alita says, "It's okay now, Erica. I don't bear a grudge against you anymore. Not since I killed you 200 years ago." And of course, this gets Erica's this gets Erica's attention. She says, "What?" Like that. And then of course there's a big explosion there in the background. And of course, Erica had ripped off Alita's arm. Of course, that don't mean anything to cyborgs. They get their arms replaced pretty easy. And she says, "Autonomy, that was your signature move. You killed me? If that's a joke, it's not a funny one." And then, of course, she tosses the arm away and said, "Then what would that make me, a ghost?" And Alita says, on the way to Mars, Alita says this, on the way to Mars, I heard a story.
We've lost you, Creek.
Yeah, sounds like we lost him.
But this story is surprising.
Hmm.
I didn't read or heard this before.
Yep, there he went.
Ah.
Shoot. Well, sorry guys. Looks like we'll have to wait for him to come back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking up Einherjar, however you pronounce that, and Badman was right. It's Norse mythology. It's the warriors that were taken to Valhalla by the Valkyrie. I think it means army of one or one who fights alone, something like that.
Ah, that's interesting.
But I didn't want to
Man,
interrupt Creepy or anything, so
Kishiro has so much knowledge about all these things. It's incredible what, how well educated he is in those things.
yeah, he's very widely read, it seems.
Yeah, widely read it. Yeah. It's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And the panels are so nice. We have to go through it a second time just to concentrate on
All the details.
the face expressions.
Yeah, sorry about that, you guys. This damn, I don't know what ever since I switched to a Windows 11, it does this to me every now and then. So, you know, this wouldn't have happened on my old system. Of course, my mic over there is not as good, but anyway, let me go back to where we were.
Yeah.
Let's see. I want to go back over to the. Okay, you guys can see that. Now, as I was saying, Badman.
Might want to back up a page just to be sure we covered that one, because you may have kept going after you disconnected.
Oh, back up.
Back up a bit more.
Yeah, I think we were right there.
Okay, we were actually no, we were after this. I think it was there was that explosion after Erica pinned Alita to the ground.
Yeah, like
and after that.
There you go. That's where.
There you go. Yeah.
You know, it says what? You know, in other words, if you remember, Erica said, you know, Alita said, "You're so powerful, it's hard to believe you're dead." You know, and she said, "Huh? What is that supposed to mean, Yoko? If I was serious about this fight, you'd be dead 10 times over." And then Alita says, "It's okay now, Erica. I don't bear a grudge against you anymore. Not since I killed you 200 years ago." And Erica kind of has this shocked look on her face. Now, one of the things about this is that if she killed her 200 years ago, there's probably a gap in her memory. Although they do remember stuff, but she probably knows that all of a sudden she's like teleported to her. It'd be like she was teleported 200 years in the future, although Alita did kill her, you know. So that's where that is now. And then, of course, I think, did we get this far? You know, she had Alita's arm, and
yes,
she said, "You killed me. It's not a joke, not a funny one." All that make me a ghost. And then Alita certainly tells Erica, "No, you're a necro soldier." And so what that means is that if you remember back here, and this is where I had jumped back to the, I guess right here.
Yeah.
This Neo Third Reich Brigade was utterly destroyed. Now, remember what that means. Erica was in the Neo Third Reich Brigade. And if it was utterly destroyed, what does that tell you? Erica was probably killed, So anyway, that's where that came from. And when they talk about the leader of that group, the man was a necro soldier. So it all ties together here. The group, I don't know, I don't know what the military name of the group of the military, what they were called in the manga. I can't remember. It would be what would be in the movie. It'd be the I guess. But these necro soldiers were all destroyed. So Erica doesn't have any, since she got killed, she probably has no recollection of being killed. She probably just thinks, well, what happened to the last 200 years? Why is it, why is it 2360 instead of 2160 or something like this? It's probably what she's thinking. And then, of course, they go on to talk about these necro soldiers and stuff right here. So Erica is very much a necro soldier. In other words, she's one of these soldiers that's been killed, but they revived her with that chemical process they use in their brain or something like that, revived her, and then they install controls at her so they can, she'll do their bidding or whatever it is. So that's where that is. That's where we are. So now Erica's got kind of a taste of reality right here.
Channel's trying to get in.
Oh, is she? Oh gosh, see that's tough for me to do that. Hi, Channel. Sorry, I'm sorry about that. I can't see the screen over here on StreamYard when I'm in the other one. So sorry about that.
Hi, Channel. Hopefully not beeping.
It is beeping way louder than before. I'm thinking, was it somewhere on my side? So I muted it briefly, as in muted the computer, and the beeping went away. So it's from the stream.
It's from the stream.
Wow, I can't hear it.
Man.
I cannot hear it.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm not getting it on my end either. It must be something specific to.
Yeah.
So anyway, the bad man says Yoko killed, or Alita killed a lot of Künstlers 200 years ago because they died when Grunthal was destroyed. And then, of course, okay, this is going to be, okay, so Evernaut, thanks. Einherjar, our figure, and I know I'm butchering that name again, our figures from Norse mythology. So I was kind of right about that. Specifically, fallen warriors who have been chosen to reside in Valhalla after their death. So they kind of, I guess, use that name, I guess, when the Neo Third Reich, when they, come up with these, these names, I guess, for the necro soldiers. Erica is part of the Einherjar. The Neo Third Reich Brigade is just a cover. Yeah, okay, that's right. Okay, Channel says, can you let me in? Sorry, Channel. If I'd have seen you, I promise you I'd let you in as fast as I could, And Evernaut wants to know what you think of the Alita song. So anyway. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so I guess Erica has a little taste of reality, a shock to her system. She's actually a necro soldier.
Incredible.
Yeah.
It's really incredible.
And Alita killed her. So it kind of tells me that, in this fight, Alita was kind of not holding back, but not going all out with this. Erica wasn't either, but she was putting a little more into it than that Alita was, I think. So Channel, any thoughts?
Most of it was already said. I'm not gonna backtrack a lot, but I do find it funny that that Yoko showed up with flowers.
Yes.
And there's Erica, so it's like, I know the flowers were meant to be for like the mass grave, but with Erica showing up, it looks like, "Hi, sorry I killed you 200 years ago. Here's
Yeah.
some flowers."
Well, I think she brought the flowers to honor those dead girls, didn't she? The ones that were killed in Mamiana. So yeah. Yeah, I don't think she was expecting to see Erica at that monument. Of course, Erica had the monument built, didn't she? So to try to entice Alita to go there, you know, I guess. Wow, he kind of looks like a Necro soldier, doesn't he? Klaus Kerwitzer.
Kind of hard to tell since he's total replacement cyborg.
Yeah, that's right.
When they said that there's a... What was that about anyone who's had the cranial surgery in the last 5 years?
Yeah. Well, the thing of it is about this is that they had I guess Karula and this nurse person. I don't know who this is. I can't remember her name.
This isn't a nurse. This is the leader of the Stellar Nursery Society.
Oh, okay,
Kutsang,
okay.
I think. I probably misremember her name, but Kutsang.
Okay. So anyway, remember the Necro soldiers? They would put this chemical in their brains, I guess. So they probably did some kind of some kind of brain surgery, as it were, to revive them and to install the controls in their brains so they could, make them do what they want to do and stuff like that. Now it's funny that Erica does not have that kind of a, her head doesn't look like that.
I mean, it's probably there's probably a compact version, and she's wearing a wig.
Yeah.
Also, since we know cyborgs' brains don't have to be in the head itself, so whatever control mechanism could have also been in her chest, for example, if it doesn't fit in the head alone.
It could be over time they micronize the systems too, so they're smaller. Or it could be a combination of them.
Or it could be remote controlled with with only a small part of the system in her head and the rest somewhere else.
Yeah.
Zoom into Erica's face expression. I love it.
Well, Erica, she is kind of cute, but she is evil. She is just pure evil.
I don't care. I don't care.
Alita during the Toon Dark could also be called evil.
Yeah. She was off the rails a lot in the Toon Dark, wasn't she? Definitely. Yeah, but so now Erica's got that taste of reality. You were dead, now you've been revived, and you're a Necro soldier. That would be a shock to anybody. And, she probably sees an element of truth in it, Erica does, because Alita killed her 200 years ago. So there'll be like a 200-year gap, not in her memory so much because she would remember everything up to where just before she died. But when she would look at like a calendar or a clock or something like that, had the date on it, she would say, wait a minute, the 2363, I thought it was 2163 or something like that, and probably now we're going to see a little bit more. It's going to be explained a little bit more in volume 9. But
who hasn't had at some point a brain fuck and got the year slightly wrong?
Yeah, but with her though, 200 years. I mean, that's more than a brain fart. That's a.
I mean, it happens for us that, oh crap, I got the year. I got it wrong by 2 years, which usually you check the last 2 years of. I mean, you would notice that there's something wrong probably, but they can. I mean, with mass hypnosis, it's probably possible to override that, and most people only check the last 2 digits of the year because the rest is pretty obvious. So it would maybe be it would maybe not throw itself that. I mean, I doubt she was revived exactly 200 years later, so there would be something very wrong with the date. But like, the date is probably not the biggest thing that's gonna be.
Well, here's the thing, though. Erica does think that there has got to be some element of truth to what Alita tells her, because look at the look on her face. It's like, what?
Like, oh, that explains so much.
Yeah, now what do you mean you
Maybe,
killed me?
Maybe she knows how much time has passed, but she was told that she wasn't dead. She was in suspended animation, kind of. Like Alita's brain, because Alita post-fall, like we know her brain, or Yoko's brain, however I should call it.
Yeah.
When her body was destroyed, her brain went into a stasis, and that's something that just Berserker core brains can. Assuming that's something that all Berserker core brains can do, and not just Alita's. Yeah, Erica could have assumed her brain was in a similar state before she was rebuilt, so she knows there was a massive time skip. And she technically didn't die during that time skip, as far as she knows. She was just in that stasis. So
yeah, for her, that's from her
point of view.
And they probably erased that part of her memory where Alita killed her too, so she wouldn't remember being.
Or she remembers Alita killing her, but not as in an actual death. She remembers it as I was severely injured, and they went into stasis. Then they rebuilt me. So you don't even need to wipe her memories of being killed. You just downplay the severity of how bad the end of that fight was.
Yeah, because even if you wipe memories out, things will come up and start giving you little hints, won't they? So, it'd be better not to wipe her memory, I guess, to your point.
It'd be more suspicious to wipe it, because then she wouldn't know, why did you take me so long to rebuild? Where the hell was I? But if you tell, oh, you were in a fight with Alita, it went really bad, and you put it into stasis because we were more important things to do. We reactivated you now. Oh, okay, things track.
So anyway, there's a little come to Jesus moment right there. Yes, sir. You're a necro soldier, Erica. So yeah, I think that got Erica's attention. And when we go to the next chapter, when we go to volume 9, I think the guy. Well, I'm not going to give it away, but this, I guess, some kind of troop carrier or something like that comes to pick up Erica. And Erica now has questions, I mean, and,
me too.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. What happened here? Stuff like that, so, this doesn't jive with my memory or something, she might think, And here, I guess Erica is a total replacement cyborg herself. But remember, when she was a little girl, she was mostly organic, So I guess she's been through quite a bit herself in terms of being converted to a cyborg. So. Anyway, guys, any thoughts about any of this?
Yeah, zoom in this face expression. Go back.
Oh, go back to
the. No. To the where she sits on Yoko or Alita. Yeah, here. Zoom into Erica's face. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Look at this.
I don't think if
the tragic, all the tragic.
Yeah, if I was younger, I wouldn't want to date her. Yeah.
Yeah, with some lines drawn of the whole tragedy.
I never got looking at characters immediately by how much I'd be willing to date them. I don't want to date those characters. I want them to date each other. Why would I be involved in there?
Yeah, well, that's just a figure of speech there, Channel. I don't.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know some people do it, and I'm fine with them doing it. I'm just confused.
Yeah.
Isn't the fun making them date each other? Why would I want to be in the way?
Well, let me put it to you this way: if I was a manga character, I would not want to date Erica.
No, exactly.
I don't think so.
but with just a few lines
Kishiro is
to
really good at drawing.
explain what, to explaining, telling an entire story with those faces. It's wow.
Well, here
Alita's
she's
face is cuter.
well,
in this
Yeah,
model.
yeah.
oh, I think so,
Yeah.
yeah. But right now, Erica's face is she's just, she doesn't
I'm
have
not
any.
talking overall character design. I'm talking in this panel.
Yeah. Well, Erica's, Lita's face is in the dirt. So,
Okay.
but
Like I like
Yeah, but-
squished faces. I like side squish faces.
okay.
Yeah.
But this is the one I was thinking of. This is like,
this is
what?
wow.
Yeah. What the hell? What do you mean? I'm dead.
Great.
So anyway, that's pretty much it for the manga series here, or at least the volume 8. So
Yeah, it's
you can see, it's funny how cyborgs, Alita doesn't have her arm, but she's not feeling any pain, or if she is, she knows how to control it or something.
I'm pretty sure they think those, at least my headcanon for the fancier cyber bodies, they do feel pain, but that pain one isn't quite as strong as you would get with a organic body, because they need to feel pain to know when the body is damaged. But pain that's so bad it just makes you incapable to move is pointless, because why would you want that? You only need pain strong enough to be information that you need to get that fixed immediately. And two, they're able to probably turn off the pain after long enough that an injury, like if an injury isn't life-threatening, that the pain turns off after a while. Like it would hurt to have her arm ripped off, but the pain doesn't continue until the arm is fixed. It's just kind of like a notification: your arm is ruined. Okay, got it.
Well, it does,
and then it disappears after a while.
Well, the pain doesn't overwhelm her either, I mean, if you ripped a human's arm off, eventually the pain would be overwhelming. But with a cyborg like this, it's not overwhelming.
It would be very unpleasant, but it wouldn't be an overwhelming pain. The only type of pain that I think would actually make sense for cyber bodies to not have a turn-off switch for is damage to like life support systems, because that's not something that you can. I'll deal with it later. The purpose of pain is to get you to get a problem in your body, and if your life support is broken, that better hurt until you get it fixed.
Yes.
But the arm, you can function with one less arm. Just no point in keeping that.
She'll probably pick that arm up and get it reattached or something, or get a new one, something like that. Now, Erica did know that Alita was in the Zot from the last volume. I think she did know, but see, this is
see during the Zot, we even see Erica watching, like during the one shot where there's a bunch of different characters in different locations watching.
Yeah.
We do see also Erica wrapped in a blanket somewhere on Mars watching. Yeah.
Well, I think that Alita here, this is not an Imaginos body. So if it was an Imaginos body, she would have made short work out of Erica. I mean, I think is this a Berserker body, you think, channel, or what kind of body is this? Because I
think this is like some kind of Venusian model. Okay. My personal had kind of said in a previous stream, but is that Venus, because it's like a front runner in all of the cyborg bodies, has a cap limit, their equivalent of a speed limit on how overpowered a body can be.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't end up with like 1,000 berserkers running around doing whatever. Mm-hmm. So the Imaginos body exceeded that limit, so they had to put her in a less overpowered body that would fit their official limits.
Yeah. But I think if Alita had been in the Imaginos body, particularly Imaginos 2.1, Erica wouldn't have stood much of a chance. I mean, it's one thing to dodge bullets, like this.
Well, that's the thing is, Badman was pointing out earlier.
Yeah.
I think it was Badman. She wasn't dodging the bullets so much as using other bullets that she had herself.
Yeah, that's right. To shoot them. Yeah.
Yeah, so she
Yeah.
was intercepting them with her own rounds.
Still had to be fast to do that, you know.
Yeah.
But my guess is
and accurate to be able to use a round like
absolutely.
that with bare hand and not have a sighting system on it.
Yeah. But I do think though that, you know, she probably can't move the speed of light. So I mean, if Alita's if she's in the Imaginos 2.1 body, I don't care how fast she is, she's not going to be able to not going to be able to.
Well, if she's moving the speed of light in Mars' atmosphere,
I
think half of Mars is going to get charred.
Yeah,
speed of
that's right.
sound, because like speed of light is the maximum at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons that Kashiro might have toned things down, because moving at that speed generates so much energy, it limits where they can take the story to.
Like if moving at the speed of light theoretically should make time stop for you, which she was moving stupidly fast. I don't remember. Did she ever actually move at the speed of light?
No, I don't know. When I said that, I mean just near the speed of light, not.
I mean, she definitely moves faster than the speed of sound at some point.
Yeah.
But
well, in her berserker body, she could move like Mach 6.5 or something like that. But the Imaginos body, particularly Imaginos 2.1, is just ridiculously much faster than that. So
it was like fractions of light speed.
Yeah, something like that. Which even if it was 1% the speed of light, that would generate a lot of energy, I think. You know, but anyway, that said, though, I think if Alita had the Imaginos body, Erica wouldn't have stood a chance. You know, so that body is kind of like Channel says, it was one of these more stock bodies that they had on Venus. You know, and they took the Imaginos body from her. Now that's going to be something interesting to find out. How did they capture Alita if she had the Imaginos body?
I mean, she was under contract with Zeus, the supercomputer, so it's probably like a matter of, okay, we're gonna do some modifications for your job.
Yeah.
And then it turned out to be a downgrade.
Yep.
I would actually go with it was something that Nova did, because he's always fucking with her.
Which Nova though? Because
exactly, it could be any one of them.
Yeah.
So like which
or
Nova
could be
would even be able
Novas
to do it?
together.
Which Nova would even be able to do it? Because all the Novas on Zalam are, I mean, either brain dead or either the dumb clones or the one that got frozen, and he didn't have direct access to Kateris. The only Nova who actually was in Kateris was Supernova, and he ran the hell away to Mars right before the finals.
Yeah.
So which Nova would even have access to her to do it?
He wouldn't need access to her. All you have to do is manipulate the people who do. And he's been
Supernova would be the only one with the chance to do it.
Probably. Yeah. That's assuming, of course, that actually happened. That's, like I said, that's my theory of one possible effect of that, but it could turn out to be something else completely different.
Question for the next chapter: do you think Nova was bluffing, not knowing what the Necro soldiers are, or did he genuinely not know what the Necro soldiers are?
I don't know about that, but I do think the next chapter, I don't think Nova's in the next chapter, but I do think that Erica has
not next chapter, like next volume. Sorry, like towards the end of this volume, the one with Nova.
I don't know if he did or not, Channel. I do know that when Erica got picked up by that troop carrier, that guy came and picked her up, you know, after she fought Alita. And I don't remember this because I'll read it, of course, for the next reading. But, you know, I think Erica had kind of had these questions, you know, why would Alita say I'm a Necro soldier or something like that, you know, is what I think she asked. And I think the guy that was in charge said, yes, you are a Necro soldier. Or something like that, you know.
Okay. And from what I remember, he said he straight up just asked, "Is there a difference?" He didn't directly say yes or no. He just asked, "Does it really make a difference whether you are a Necro soldier or not?" And Erica took that as a yes.
Yeah.
Because if the answer was no, then he wouldn't be so defensive.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we'll see that in the next chapter, I guess, volume 9 or whatever. So, Erica is a kind of an intriguing character, though, isn't she? I mean, she's remember, she almost killed Zazie. Erica did. Remember, she did that vibration thing that makes them explode after a month or something like that, and Alita
Some
reversed.
kind of wave form attack that set up these Cassini waves or something in their head.
Yeah.
Which could spread to anything that touched them.
And of course, Alita, turned it off, or reversed it. Rather.
That's the thing. I don't think she was actually specifically intending to kill Zazie with that, because she left a message in that.
Yeah, that's true. She wanted Alita to get that message too, I guess, didn't she? Yeah.
If she wanted to kill, even I think one of the characters notes, if she wanted to kill Zazie, she would have already done it, because she killed someone else who was there with Zazie.
Yeah.
I think she killed a bunch of other soldiers that were stationed on was it a train, I think?
Yeah.
And she was the only one that she left alive.
Her face is always covered by shadow, but she never wears a mask. Because if anyone sees her who's not supposed to see her, she just kills him.
Boy, that's a nice philosophy of life, isn't it?
Like, don't wear a mask, just sneak around, and if your sneaking fails, then just murder all the witnesses.
That's right. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it, I guess, for this, unless y'all got any other comments. Yeah, I like that look on her face there.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering what is exploded there.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I wonder if it's from that troop carrier is coming to pick up Erica. Could be. I don't remember. Is Erica Frau X?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes,
yeah.
they make it like a mystery, and they even listed them separately on the characters list at the front of the volume. But it's so obvious they're the same person.
Yeah, and I think that Karula and that head of that Stellar Nursery thing was they didn't know Erica's name. They just knew she existed as Frau and called her Frau X, I guess, didn't they? So. All right, guys, I guess that's pretty much it. Let me get back to the. I tell you, I'm not happy about Windows 11. That never happens to me on Windows 10, or never did. Any last thoughts about what we went over in the manga there?
Yeah, show us the next volume.
Well, I'm
as
not prepared.
Soon as possible.
Well,
you can go read it yourself.
Yeah.
I don't have these mangas here due to
you can read it online.
Here's a bad man had a good point here, because Alita didn't have her arm. Alita removed her own arm so she could get away from Erica. So
Erica was commenting that was her one of her signature moves.
Autonomy or whatever. Yeah. So. Yeah, that's right, Avronaut. If some matter was trying to go to the speed of light, it would take all the energy in the universe to support it. So. And Badman says he's not convinced Alita doesn't have the Imaginos 2.1 body here.
She mentioned somewhere that her healing powers are slow. So regrowing the arm will take a week.
Yeah.
So maybe it is the Imaginos 2 body, but in some other way
depowered.
Depowered.
Yeah. Or maybe similar to the Imaginos 1.0 or something like that. I'm just going to kind of look at some of the. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Erica is Frau X. That's right. Yeah, Bad Man, you ought to come on the stream sometime. You could help us with some of this stuff. Yeah, and that's right. Alita had already traveled Earth when Erica was killed. Yep, for sure. Yeah, that's right. Erica is still dead. Actually, Alita said that, didn't she? You know, you're pretty powerful for somebody that's dead.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Any other thoughts, guys? Is there any other topics you guys want to talk about? Because it's going to be a short stream, I think. Of course, manga readings are always short, but
Well, I can't think of anything interesting to bring up myself at the moment.
except maybe when your fanfic's going to get completed, right?
Well, I'm not sure how many
Yeah.
people are all that interested in that.
No,
Yeah,
I think-
the fandom is, trust us.
yes.
People want to see your fanfic.
Yes. I've enjoyed it, Lee. I've read 22 chapters of it. I enjoyed every bit of it. So, I mean,
I appreciate that. I'm glad to hear it.
yeah. Yeah.
I have been trying to make it as entertaining as possible. I've just been really gun shy right now about posting new ones because after the direction the story took, I was really unhappy with it. And it started taking a bad turn in my sight when I couldn't get my girlfriend to at least look it over as well because she was so busy with work and everything. So until I can I got this last one, I think it was chapter 23. She was able to finally get some time after taking a week's vacation to be able to listen while I read it to her. But she's going to be going back to work, and I don't know if she's ever going to have time again.
I found my beta reader on Discord, and the usual beta reader I had is busy now. No hate to her. I mean, it's good to have a life, but because she's busy, I end up using a different beta reader who's not even in the same fandom. But like,
yeah, I had another friend of mine for a while there who was also reading it too, but it's not really his genre that he normally enjoys. So he lasted about 20 chapters, which is pretty good. But then he had to go on with other stuff.
I had a beta reader who was super excited, but like really bad at their job because their first language was, I think, Italian or something. Which no hate to Italians, but if you're bad at English and you're proofreading a text in English, then even if you absolutely love doing it and you want to do me a favor and you like the fic, you're not gonna make my English more coherent if your own English isn't good.
That's right.
It is going to present some challenges there, yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure. Smendrick, you got any other topics you want to talk about?
No.
20
I
chapters.
found it a very... Huh? What channel?
You said that your proofreader lasted 20 chapters. That's very long.
Yeah.
Hey, the Creek has read 22 chapters. Does that make me the champion there, Lee, or what?
Well, my girlfriend's gone through 23, so.
Oh, okay. So,
wow.
Runner up.
Yeah.
Okay. Channel, any other topics that you want to bring up?
I think I noticed why I realized why I'm not really writing Alita fics at the moment. I mean, I'm writing fics, but they're not Alita fics.
Why is that?
Yeah, why? Pretty much all of my recent fics, I mean, I'm not writing all that much, but all the recent fics were Angel's Friends fics. Like, the longest fic on my main account is an Angel's Friends fic, and it was written in the fraction of the time as my longest Alita fic. And it's with way longer chapters. I think it's because the Angel's Friends fics, 1, get more comment, 2, get more positive comments. The perfect writer would not get motivated by digital head pats, but the perfect writer I am not.
Yeah, I saw the first episode of Angel's Friends, and that's the only one I saw, but I can't remember it now. It's been so long. So
yeah, it's a rewrite of the second half of season 1.
Okay. All right, guys. I guess I can't think of anything else. Did we miss anything? I don't think so. I think, of course, we kind of explained or kind of discussed the manga there pretty well. Yep, Alita loves her Uncle Creek. That's because he wants a sequel, and she does too. And we all in the Elite Army want a sequel. That's for sure. And if you don't like the fact that Alita loves her Uncle Creek, then you take it up with her and face that plasma weapon right there. So there you have it. Yeah. And here's our queen right here. This is Rosa, of course. And, Rosa's, she, in terms of being an actress, she's #1 in the Creeks book. That's for sure. She knocked it out of the park with Alita. But I also watched that Million Miles Away. God, she was good in that too. I mean, a different role, for sure. I mean, it wasn't all that karate and jumping around and fighting and stuff like that, but God, she was good in that, yeah, Rosa's great. There's no doubt about it. Also want to give a shout out to El Lamont and Jesse Fisher because they brought Screwhead to life. And of course we want Screwhead to be in the sequel. I know the Creek would like to see Screwhead and Alita kind of make up sort of, because I don't think Screwhead's dead. I think, she got cut down below her core, cut in half. So I don't think she's dead, but her and Alita make up, Screwhead and Alita, and they, Screwhead gets on Alita's motorball team, and then they go and challenge Joshagon, I guess. Of course, we'll have Adjicutty on that team, and probably Crimson Wind as well. Something like that, and a couple more. And I guess in the manga, of course, I guess Joshagon takes on all of them by himself, but they probably won't do that in the movie. They'll probably have 2 teams, or something like that.
Very possibly.
Yeah, but I would really love to see Screwhead come back. That's for sure.
Yeah,
because she's a really good character, and maybe she'll get some lines this time. Instead of just looking badass, she can talk as well. So
yeah.
And of course, like I say every week, these 3 are really good at what they do. They're super professionals, but it sure doesn't hurt that they're pretty, and they all 3 of them are very pretty. So. Okay, tomorrow we're going to have another manga reading, and this is going to be Gundam Angel of, and what's that C being against? I don't know, Channel or Lee or Smendrick. I'm not sure. Max,
I am blanking on it completely.
Yeah, I can't remember now. Angel of something or other. Inherit the Skies mission. Not
Angel of Chaos, Badman.
Chaos. There you go, Chaos. That's right.
Yeah, so.
Thanks, Badman. Thanks, man. The Badman, you ought to come on this stream with us sometime.
Yeah.
He knows a lot here. But anyway, we're going to have another manga reading tomorrow, and it's I kind of like those manga readings. Maybe Vladi will watch too. That way he can, get another chapter under his belt. That way we don't rag him too much,
Yeah, I still check every so often, every few months or something like that. I still check just to see if maybe something got posted, but
yeah,
I think he's way too busy with other stuff right now.
So anyway, join us roughly 23 hours after this stream. Not after the stream. It's roughly 22 hours after the stream, but it'll be like 9 p.m. GMT, I guess, which would be, 11 p.m. BST and midnight. No, it'd be more. It wouldn't be midnight. It'd be 11 p.m. CEST, wouldn't it? So
11. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
And British time is 1 hour before.
Yeah, it's 1 hour less. Yeah, that's right. So.
Or less. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, join us for this tomorrow. It's going to be fun. I'll be producer and stream manager again, but Maxie will be the host. Maxie's really good at reading manga. He's a lot better than I am at it, for sure. But we should have a good time with this tomorrow.
Different, but not better.
I tell you what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start running my stream off my other computer. I have to get another microphone because the one I got on there now is not too good. I sound like I'm in I'm in a ditch somewhere down the bottom of a hole, like 30 feet down or something.
You sound fine.
Oh, no.
Well, now I do, yeah, but over on that other computer, I don't. So,
My voice is horrible, but yours is
yeah. Well,
fine.
no, it ain't. No, it ain't, Smendrick. Your voice ain't horrible. So, anyway. But anyway, I think.
Sometimes is due to my breath problems.
Yeah.
Breathing problems.
Ah.
And if you think you should sound like in another way, then it's you can't hear yourself speaking in the recording of the stream.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, join us tomorrow. We are going to have a good time on reading the manga.
Yep.
And of course, why is this image here? Well, that image is there because I like it and I'm running the stream and I'm the producer. And so therefore we do what the producer wants. Sometimes we do. Anyway, but to paraphrase Gruishka, I'm only here for our girl and the Alita Army. And of course, all of us in the Alita Army are only here for our girl and for each other.
Oh no, some of us also have male favorite characters, and you're here a lot of the time for Screwhead.
Okay, yeah, that's you're right, Channel. Who's your favorite male character?
Nova.
Nova, okay.
Nessie Nova, not the movie
Oh,
Disaster.
yeah.
The movie version is just bland, generic. I mean, not incredibly bland, generic, but generally pretty bland, generic sci-fi dictator. Manga Nova.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Manga Nova is not likable as a person, likable as a character.
Yeah. Plus, he's got more depth, doesn't he? More breadth himself.
Well, to be fair, we haven't really seen much of anything about Movie Nova's personality either.
Yeah, he's only in 2 scenes, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got like a fraction of screen time.
Also, the fact that he's something about him just makes him really fun to torture in fanfics. Like the fact that he can regenerate from anything.
He's really fun to screw with because he's such a bastard.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, and because he can regenerate from anything.
Yeah, he can.
Like the regeneration means you can screw with him without worrying that it'll kill him.
Yeah. Well, you remember Alita did kill him, sort of, and he gets back up. He kind of, revives himself, I guess, or the nano cloud that revived him and revived him. And she said, "I killed you."
I got better.
Yeah, that's right. All right, guys, I guess that's about it. So I guess that only leaves us with one thing to do, and that's going to be the call to action. And that would be on my count of 3. And I promise I'll do a better job on the count this time. 1, 2, 3. Film
sequels,
baby. And we will catch you tomorrow on Radio Chaos, and we'll catch you next Friday on the Alita live stream. Bye.
Take care, guys.
Bye. Thanks.
What's up, Alita Army? This is Hot Toys Alita, and I hope you enjoyed this week's Alita live stream. Please join my Uncle Creek, Angelus, and our other guests for next week's show. Remember, I do not stand by in the presence of evil, and film those sequels, baby. See you next time.